Andy Pettitte's a very nice man.
Sure.
But he made Mariano cry last year.
He did.
He and Derek made him cry.
I think he took pride in it.
Well, let's ask him. Andy, you going to make Derek Jeter cry tonight?
Oh, man, I hope not. I hope not.
Now, you know him pretty well. I had a Tino on yesterday. We both did, and I don't think he's going to cry. Tino said, I don't think he's going to cry. What do you think? You think he'll cry?
I mean, man, you know what? Why don't I go against you guys on that? I think that he could. I think that just watching him last year, to tell you the truth, I felt like that he got more emotional last year than I'd ever seen him. Just with kind of me and Mo's last days. I know when I came off the field in my last start at Yankee Stadium last year, just how he was acting. And I think it's going to be emotional for him. I think it's going to be really, really emotional for him. I really do.
Andy, do you think he'll play in the 3 games in Boston?
Oh man, I have no idea. I hadn't even thought about that until you just has mentioned that to me now. So, man. Now I'm thinking about it, it would be kind of strange. I don't know if he wants his last game to be here. That's a great question. I may need to go ask him that, but I'm not really sure.
well, if he tells you, please let us know.
Call in, okay? The way I look at it, Andy, I think it would be against everything he stands for if he doesn't play, because he's always been about, hey, if I'm able to, I'm playing.
Yeah. No, Mike, I mean, now that you say, I mean, I would have to agree with you now that you say that and make me think about that. I would think that he'd probably want to play, even though, those last 3 games aren't in New York. So you're probably dead on that comment right there.
Now, you had a very emotional final game in Houston, and it's emotional because that's kind of home for you, and, you had a complete game. When you walked away, maybe, what Mo did and got emotional in public, it's rare. Did you cry, Andy? Did you choke up? Because, what a great life you guys lead when you leave baseball.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I think I got kind of choked up in the press conference a little bit. After the game in Houston. I think I'm almost positive I did, but no, I didn't. I didn't start, boo-hooing or anything. Man, it's just, you get emotional when you start talking about it and you start just reminiscing about things and just how, like you just said, just how appreciative you are to have the opportunity to play as long as we did, and then the opportunity to play for the Yankees and to be able to win World Series and to be able to play with all the great players and to be able to have success, and then just all the things, just being able to stay healthy, and to be able to even make that last start and be able to go 9 innings, and so just all that's going through your head, and it definitely gets emotional, and then you realize it's over and that you're not going to compete anymore, and then it'll never get out of your system. I don't think there'll ever be a day. Still when people ask me that, I'll say no, I wouldn't want to go back out there on that mound at Yankee Stadium and pitch, because I would love to be able to continue to do that. So I think I'll always, want to do that. You just realize you get to an age where you just can't do that again.
Did it affect you, and do you think it'll affect Derek that their last games are in the regular season and not in the postseason?
It didn't. It definitely stung last year, because you just so want it to be in that World Series game, and you want to be winning the World Series. So I don't think so. I think we have been so fortunate and so blessed. I don't think it's going to affect him. And I know that I'm not now just this year passing going, I can't believe we didn't go to the playoffs. That kind of ruined my the end of my career there. I don't think so. It's been such a special year for him, going around the league and being honored the way he has, and it's going to be a great night tonight, and just what's gone on here the last few days, I'm sure. I think that he's going to take all those great, memories from that, and then not even, of course, you're upset that you didn't make the playoffs, but when you're looking back, you won't even think about not being able to make the postseason.
Talking with Andy Pettitte here on the Michael Kay Show. Michael Kay and Don LaGreca. Okay, take me back 20-some-odd years. First time you ever met Derek Jeter, your first thoughts?
Man, look at this little skinny runt, I guess. It was in Greensboro, North Carolina, and I think I've said it before, Derek had came up, he got called up, and this is low A ball, back in 1992, I think, and, you knew he was a first-round draft pick, and I was having a really good year at Greensboro. I don't know, it's probably the middle of the year, maybe towards the end of the season or something like that, and I think Derek made a couple of errors behind me, and I'm thinking, man, come on, who is this kid? You know what I'm saying? Who is this kid? And then he did end up hitting, I think, a 3-run homer or something like that also. But he, from a real quick, you knew that he was going to be a special player. He carried himself, a little bit differently than everybody else, just a little bit more confidence, and he was just great. He was always great as a minor league teammate. He was great to be around. I think he tells me the first thing he did when he walked up to me, he told me that I looked like one of his uncles. So anyhow, we always kind of joke about that, but it was kind of funny. So anyhow.
We hear so much about his leadership qualities. Of course, been the captain now for over 10 years. Can you give us an example of how he was a great leader?
Well, when people ask me that again, it's just you go straight to what he did on the field and the way that he played the game, and he played it every single day. To be a great leader, you have to have that. And whether he felt good, you would never know if he was injured. A lot of times he was banged up. He would never make an excuse, and just the way he played every day, you knew that he wasn't healthy. You knew that there was times that he probably needed to be on the bench, but he wouldn't do it. And he went out there and he led, and he led and got the job done. Boy, more than you could imagine. With some of the stuff probably that he had going on. So, really, when I think of him and his leadership skills and his qualities of him, that is it. Just the ability to go out there on a daily basis. I'm a pitcher. I pitched once every fifth day. I couldn't imagine how hard it is to go out there and to play every single day, and especially at the level that he plays at, and not ever giving away in that bat. He was amazing to watch.
All right, now let's break some news here, Andrew Eugene Pettitte. Are there plans tonight with the Core 4 and everything? And if there are and you can't say it, can you say I can't say it?
Clear your throat or something if there's a message.
Oh, man. I mean, I don't even know how to answer that question, to tell you the truth, Michael. I just, I'm sure something's going to happen. I don't think that there's, a whole lot of preparation as far as going to be some huge event. I think they're going to try to make things just be as natural as they possibly can be, So I'm here. I wanted to be here for this. I'll do whatever anyone tells me. But as far as any marching orders for me right now, I do not have any. So we'll see exactly what's to come. But that's the truth right there.
Now, final thing, and a lot of people are sad today, and I think it should almost be a celebration, but the part of it that makes me a little sad, Andy, and I wonder if you feel like this is it. This is the end of an era. That's it. That's the last of you guys that it's actually playing. Do you look at it as an end of an era?
I do, yeah. Just because he's he's the last one as far as from our group that kind of started this run, and so I do, and hopefully that the guys that are here right now and the group that they're going to continue to try to put together here will be able to start another run and a great run. But I definitely do. I look at it as an end of an era, and I'm just so thankful that I was part of that, man.